welcome back once again. We will continue the session on product building and structures. And today's session we will discuss about the production planning. You can also mention it as a process planning, and also we'll focus on a different product data technology. Then after we'll be concentrating on product structures. In product structures, again we have different sub classification like variant management, product configuration, master material master data. We'll be studying detail with all these aspects. Along with that, we'll be also focusing on the description, data table in the production process, as well as data models. So let us discuss one by one, starting with production planning. We can also call it as process planning. As the name indicates, whatever the production approach if you are following or the process you will be adopting, if you have proper planning, then you will going to achieve the required target within a fraction of time or within a prescribed time. So that's why this production planning as well as process planning play a major role in any production system. So here also we have taken one of the most important step in converting a design concept into a manufactured product is process planning. If you want to mention it in a systematic manner, then we can consider this is one of the main step which is used to converting a design concept into a manufactured product is called process planning. So such planning determines the manufacturing operations, operational sequences and resources which is used required to manufacture a product based on an engineering drawing or a CAD model we mentioned earlier. So here we'll be taking the sequences and each sequence which is interrelated to each other. So if you have a better understanding between all the sequences what is going to be taking place in the process, then you will going to get the better result. So only for that reason here also whatever the planning which we will going to consider here, which mainly determining the different operations which is involved in manufacturing process, whatever the operation you adopted, in which sequence you are going to perform, and whatever the resources you have been used for a manufacturing process, and in order to proceed what type of model you have been introduced. All these steps as well as the planning which should be taken in production planning process. Now we have to discuss something about product data technology. This concept, we mentioned one of the important concept of product data that you have already studied in your first module, where you have been studied with the concept of product data management. In product data management you studied that how you can manage the data, or how you can collect the information. After collecting the information, where you supposed to use that particular data. By using that particular data, how you can get the advantage by implementing that in a sequential manner. Everything you had been concentrated. The same concept you supposed to implement here, which is also one of the new technology which is adopted for maintaining the product data. The product data technology, which includes all aspects of the definition and methods of processing of information pertinent to a product throughout its development and operational life cycle. So as we mentioned earlier, we have a proper management process. If you have a proper management process, then you will going to reach the target, whatever the target you have fixed. In order to reach that, you need to have a proper managing process. So in order to maintain the data in the sense, you need to have a better understanding, or you need to have a better information, sufficient data, in order to proceed with any type of processes. In order to proceed with any type of processes, you need to have a better idea. So that idea will be implementing to get the better result. So this will be managed by considering the aspects of product data management, and the same concept what you have studied in PDM, that will be implemented in product data technology. So now if I discuss about the structures, product structures. So we have already initiated whatever the production system. If you proceed, you need to have a better model, correct? So that is the output what you wanted to give to the customer. So the product structures defines the physically structured relationship among the modules and component which constitute a product and integrates all the product related information and documentation. Right, so here which will going to define what exactly the consideration or what exactly the meaning of product structures. So in product structures, what are the aspects you need to consider? Say for example, if you want to have a structure which we can represent it in the form of CAD models, which we can represent it in the form of NC programs, can also consider this in the form of cost analysis as well as maintenance plans. So now if I take one example of assembling, where I will take the example of car. So car is a model or a structure which consisting of different parts. So assembly is a combination of different parts a model or structure consisting of. Say for example, car is having main part as body, electrical system, powertrains. If I talk about body, again you can see, you just imagine the car which consisting of chassis B, IW, which consisting of different component which is interconnected for a body. The same way, if you go to the powertrains, where you can find the engine, you can have a transmission system, you can have a clutch. See, all these comes under one particular case, right? See, similarly, if you go to engine, again you have sub considerations like engine block, you have fuel systems, you have etc, right? So assembly is nothing but the combination of different part which is interconnected to each other. This is just an example. You can take any example and you can explain. We will move on to the another part where we discuss something about product structures. Now we need to see what are all the different variants or what are all the different types, variety you will be having in product structures. So here you can see we have a consideration of variant management, you have a consideration of product configuration, you have a consideration of material master data. So let us discuss one by one. So initially we have taken variant management. So variant management is an emerging approach that addresses the problems of a pure configuration management approach by enabling the development of a group of a related product as a whole rather than as individual or independent projects. So initially we are discussing about the product structures. So in product structures, again we have taken different varieties. In that, one consideration what I need to do here is I need to consider the approach of variant management. So variant management, it is a type of approach. Actually you need to specify for what purpose you need to use. This is used to address the problems of a pure configuration management approach by enabling the development of the group of related product as well as the consideration which is taken from either individuals as well as the independent projects. So similarly, if I talk about product configuration, again specification is very essential, and product configuration as an activity can be regarded as satisfying a customer's demand by creating a product which is composed by a number of pre-developed components. So configuration, actually we mentioned here, whatever the consideration you will be taking or whatever the sequence or the process you will be taking in production system or production process, you need to specify it. So here also, whatever the configuration you will be identifying, which is an activity which can be considered or which will be mainly focusing on for the satisfying a customer's demand. We mentioned here whatever the relation will be studying here, which is mainly related with the product as well as customers requirement. You need to satisfy customers demand as well as the requirement. In order to reach or in order to satisfy customers requirement, what action you are going to take, how you will going to specify, that is very important. Here also the same, the product you need to create and in such a way that the created product should satisfy the customer's needs, requirement as well as the demands. The importance of product configuration is currently increasing dramatically as for a wide range of industrial companies. mainly this configuration, which is mainly depending upon various aspects and which will be currently increasing dramatically as for a wide range of industrial companies, which as we can see over here. And this is due to an increasing demand from the customers for individually specified product and due to better technological opportunities. See, you need to see in product configuration, you need to observe all these aspects as well as the parameter, either it may be a specified product or either it may be it will be related with the technological opportunities, either it will be related to various aspects, etc., etc. Because if you want to give a justification to any one particular case or a process, you need to have a better understanding between all the aspects. Material master data contains descriptions of all materials that an enterprise produces and keeps in stock. Here you have a material master data, because whatever the material will be used for the production process, that should be maintained in a sequential manner. So if you have a proper planning, as if you have proper master data, then uh, you can plan in a better way that can avoid the inconvenience happening in between. So all these parameter what we have been taken or considered here, it contains the descriptions of all materials, whatever the material which is encountered in the production system that an enterprise procures, as well as we can also consider what are the enterprises which will going to produce and keeps in stock. So it is the central repository of information on materials and contains descriptions of a variety of data elements, including part number, descriptions, technical specifications, and stocking codes. Again, once again, here also in material master data we have different considerations, and each considerations are again interrelated to each other. If you have a better understanding of all these aspects, then you will going to justify with one particular result. So here also the information, this material master data, which contains the descriptions of variety of data element, description as well as the identification of variety of data, whatever the consideration you have been taken. And in data again, you'll be considering the part numbers, you'll be considering the descriptions script, you'll be considering the technical specification, you'll be considering the stocking codes, etc. Product descriptions data. So product description data exactly going to describe the product. So the product description is in the estimate entry form to give room to describe or define the product with respect to its application to the specific job items. Again, we have mentioned here, this is a description data which is going to give the descriptions is in the estimate entry form to give room to describe as well as define the product. Because you need to define it or you need to describe it in a sequential manner, whatever the product will be launching for a market with respect to its application, with respect to its specific job, the considerations, etc. So you already discussed about the product description data, and this is what the sample you will be having. And in this sample you will be having the consideration of different data product levels they have been considered, and in each level whatever the descriptions you may give for the sequence of operation. And there are different levels. We are starting from 0 level, then comes level 1a, level 1b, level 1c. After that again you will be having level 2, level 3, level 4. So you might see whatever the consideration you will be taking or whatever the process sequence you have been followed here, which is mainly related with different aspects, and each step you will be performing different process as well as this sequence. So whatever the operation you will be performing and whatever the consideration you will be proceeding in order to develop the product, you need to have a proper descriptions, you need to have proper information related to that particular level. Initially level 0 you have a starting consideration where you will be considering the different aspects of a reconstruction process, and you'll be considering the aspects of all the part communications which should be taken for each and every processes. and after considering the level 0, then you need to proceed a systematic manner in order to consider the different parameters. After considering that, you need to give a reconnection to the different aspects, like taking the processed unit sensors, etc. Then after that, again you'll be comparing, as well as it will be improving that, and you'll be deriving the geophysical parameters in order to relocate it. And after deriving the geophysical parameters, you need to give a comparison. Then you need to specify a surface model. You need to specify a product which is suitable for customers requirements, etc. So this is what one simple example where you have a description sheet which will going to give the description to a particular product. And then we have data model. We mentioned here the product model, a general product structure for a certain individual product. And for what is the necessity of this particular product model? Because we mentioned whatever the consideration you have taken in the production system, you need to launch the product, or you need to give the product to the customer to fulfill their requirements. So here also what we can do is we need to have a proper product model. It is a particular structure for a certain individual product, contains information on an individual product recorded and arranged according to the product information model. So this is all about the consideration which we are supposed to make in product building as well as structure. So in order to build a product as well as structures, you need to have various aspects, and whatever the aspects you have been considered here, which is all included in this particular process. So this is all about product building and structures. Thank you.